Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejezi. Today's quest is it's not too late, but you've got to play differently. It's not too late, but you've got to play differently. Ladies, let's talk about something that comes up a lot. And it comes up a lot most of the times in settings in that has to do with females. And that is dating after 30. Many women believe that once they hit 30, their chances of finding a husband are basically gone. They think age alone means they are doomed in today's dating market, but that's not really true. Here's the reality. Most women end up in a decent relationship. It may not be with the exact man they dreamed of, but most don't end up alone, forgotten or neglected. In fact, that outcome is far more common for men than women. So the idea that turning 30 means you never marry is unnecessarily pessimistic. Now, it is true that the game changes at 30. Before 30, women usually hold the advantage in the dating market. After 30, men's value tends to rise while women's value tends to dip. But disadvantage doesn't mean defeat. Men spend their entire 20s at a disadvantage, and yet plenty of them still manage to date, have relationships, and get married. They do it by hustling, by putting in effort, and women can do the same after 30. The problem is that many women don't change their strategy. In their 20s, they could afford to wait because they had the advantage. But waiting doesn't work when you are at a disadvantage. After 30, you have to be proactive. You have to make an effort. Think about men in their 20s. They don't just sit around hoping women will choose them. They work on themselves. They learn confidence, charm, and social skills. They grind, they experiment, they transform. That's why the men who succeed look smooth and confident. It's the result of effort. Women can do the same. Women can do the same. You can become the supportive, attractive, engaging woman who draws serious attention. But it takes work. You have to do the work towards you being supportive, attractive, and engaging so you can draw the attention of men. It takes a lot of work. Your age gives you a rough idea of how much effort you will need. At 32, the shift is still fresh and the gap isn't huge. You need to push a little harder. At 38, the gap is bigger, so you need to push a lot harder. It's like being a 22-year-old man. At that age, men don't get anything for free. They have to hustle every day to make something happen. And most struggle. But some succeed because they put in the work. The same is true for women in their late 30s. Yes, there are exceptions. Some 38-year-old women are thriving, just like some 22-year-old men are already successful. But most people aren't exceptions. Most have to grind. That's why women in their 30s can't rely on waiting anymore. You need to act. And here's a practical tip. For centuries, women initiated courtship in subtle ways. In Victoria times, a woman might accidentally drop her handkerchief, so a man had a reason to talk to her by picking it up and giving it to her. That was effort, even if it looked small. Today, you need to find your modern version of dropping the handkerchief. Give men an invitation, a signal, a chance to approach. If you're not willing to do even that, you will struggle. So here's the bottom line. You can still win after 30, but you have to change your strategy. Stop waiting, stop and start acting. Stop waiting and start acting. Put in the effort. Men do it all the time, and women can too. Women can put in the effort. Don't just sit down and say, I'm a woman, so a man will approach me. That's where you may get it wrong. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.